Hope you're well. Guess what? It's Friday, so here we are heading into the weekend. But I expect you think one day is quite like any other at the moment if you're stuck at home and not necessarily having to work if you've been furloughed. Anyway, today I promised to talk to you about face shapes and glasses, and I put a little something in the where the magic happens just to get you thinking in advance of today. Just for a bit of fun, really. And the question was, how many things do you think you need to... Hi, Raquel. So I wanted to show you a picture of mine, obviously many years ago, before I had any idea about this sort of stuff. It was one of not my first pair of glasses, but you can see how things go quite wrong. So I don't know if you can see this picture, but... hopefully you'll agree those glasses are wearing me. Now I know styles ebb and flow and come and go through the years, and we did have big glasses. Hi Sally, oh you made it, hey. We did have a year or two ago, it was the thing to get huge glasses and so on. But as you can see, they look rather ridiculous on me. So I won't be going there, whatever the fashion, personally. However, so what are the considerations then? Well, I put them down to three things. Obviously, it would be colour. Obviously, it would be style. And the other thing is, obviously, practicality for that person. So I'm going to talk you through my ideas on... colour, style and practicality, and see if these are some of the things that you actually thought of. Right, so colour's pretty obvious if you know what colouring suits you best, because it is critical where it's actually on your face, and that's where we want people to actually pay the attention, because when you're speaking to people, they're looking at your mouth and they're looking at your eyes primarily. So if you have glasses, say, that are off-putting or totally really not a great colour, it can quite seriously damage the look. So colour is important if you know what colours are best for you. This would be a prime opportunity to choose coloured glasses where we have a lot of choice, thank goodness, to choose one of your tip-top colours, really, I would say. The second thing, talking about style, this is where your face shape and size come into, I would say, view. Bit of a pun there. So yes, because if you have a small face, then you need smaller glasses. And I did actually go glasses shopping with one of my clients who was quite petite. And we ended up looking in the children's section, but nobody needed to know that they were actually the glasses that they put on offer for children. It didn't really matter. The fact was she got some that suited her. So you need to think about your face shape and size. Then you need to think about the purpose. So are they sunglasses? Are they reading glasses? Or are they glasses that you're going to have on your face for a long period of time throughout the day? Okay, and then you think about the frame. So what is the frame size? Are you going to have thick side arms, for example, or do you want thinner ones? Because maybe if you look out through the side of the glass, they might be a distraction for you until you get used to them. So you need to think about that. Plus also, if you are going to be wearing them all day, every day, mostly, then perhaps you need a more heavy duty kind of pair. And thinking about how you... I've mentioned this in the practicality, really, is about how you look after them and how heavy they are, because actually if they're very heavy, then they might not be so comfortable. But if you're likely to sit on them, that's another thing. Are they durable for that? But that's in the practicality session, so we're still talking about the style at the moment. So your face shape and size, the purpose for which you need them, the frame size, also thinking about maybe the length of the arms. How much distance have you got between that and your ears? it might be that your ears are further back and you need longer arms, because actually it won't be comfortable then. You can get glasses where the arms aren't so hooked. If I just use mine as an example, so this here, where they're sort of flatter, so that it doesn't necessarily matter, the length to that and the earlobe, top of the earlobe. Also, what about the bridge across your nose? Does that need to be obvious, or do you want it less obvious? And of course, how far apart your eyes are and how long your nose is will actually, that can determine the comfort around here. So then we might take into account your hairstyle. I've already talked about ears, but maybe you don't want to draw attention to your ears. Maybe, your hairstyle is particularly to cover up your ears because you don't like them so much. So what about the interference, if you like, of the glasses and the hairstyle? That might be a consideration. And then, of course, comes in your clothing personality, as if you haven't got enough already to think about. So with your clothing personality, hi Thelma, this could be, like, for example, if you're a dramatic person, then your glasses might need to be a statement for you. Whereas if you're just wanting them to be functional, then you might not want them maybe to be so obvious. I used to have a pair of glasses that were rimless, and the arms were really fine, and this here was very fine, and it was really to make the appearance that I didn't actually wear glasses. It was the next best thing to wearing contact lenses. They were very lightweight and very, very comfortable and flexible, bendy, and so I could, I wasn't very careful at the time, even though they're quite expensive, to look after them. So they did stand quite a lot of Fiona treatment, so that was good. And anyway, so we've covered colour now, we've covered a lot of the facets of style. So really talking about the practicality then, we do need to bear in mind as well your lens, what you need for the prescription. So that might be the depth of lens. So if you've got a bifocal or varifocal, you might need a bit more depth on the actual glasses, and this might, for example, be more tricky if you want a thinner type of glass shape. So the lens size, the lens shape, and the lens depth. Now, those are things, obviously, that the optician, when you're choosing your glasses, will likely tell you, that you can or can't have your chosen style with them. But, of course, if you're choosing online now, I'm not sure how that works because I've not actually done it. But, you can on certain, can't remember what they're called now, the glasses websites where you upload a picture of yourself, and then you can imagine you swap in all these different frames to see what they would virtually look like. But of course, if you choose a frame, I'm not sure then what happens when they make them up, whether there's any advice in terms of, well, actually that won't fit with your prescription. Whereas if you're actually in an optician's, you do get that instant advice. I mentioned durability of the glasses, and thinking about whether you want a tint in there or you want like reactor light. What about the reflective or non-glare coating to subdue some of the rays coming in and into your eyes, and making things sort of sharper without the sort of fuddle, I call it. So then, last of all, maybe cost is a factor. And in cost, you're going to be thinking, if you're particularly wanting designer and something else, the cost does mount up. If you've ever bought glasses, you'll know, oh yes, you want the reflective coating, oh well, that's a bit extra, and or reactor light, oh that's extra, and blah, blah, blah. But really, you need to think as well when you're shelling out for these, because it is a very expensive item, or generally speaking it can be. How long are they going to last you in terms of when's your next eye test? And are your eyes likely to change so that in 2 years' time, say, you're going to be needing a new pair? So obviously it's your budget, your choice, etc. But those are my sort of things to consider when you're glasses shopping. But if actually you can't be bothered with all of that and you want some impartial help rather than the shop assistants who aren't necessarily trained in my angle of helping people shop for glasses, then I'll happily help you. So yes, I do that. I go to the shops with people. I haven't ever tried doing it online, but I'm sure, you know, between us we could do a Zoom call and call up that website perhaps if you needed to work it that way. So yeah, open to anything, and that's today's little coffee and chat is about glasses and faces. I'm going to do another 11 o'clock coffee chat, maybe about face shapes. So if there's anything else that you want me to talk about in these little coffee chats, do let me know. I do have obviously some ideas, but I don't know if they're going to keep me going for the whole of April, Monday to Friday at 11 o'clock. So yeah, if you've got any burning issues, then do ask me and I'll see what I can dredge up from my brain. So I hope you enjoyed today. I hope it's of interest, because I know lots of people do wear glasses, including me, and that's my pair, my current pair anyway. As I say, I've had loads in the past, but no more glasses disasters, hopefully. Anyway, so have a good Friday, everyone, and I look forward to you joining me on Monday at 11 o'clock, same place where the magic happens. Take care. Bye.